What's going on, guys? MariK here, and with the Star Wars Battlefront collection less than 2 weeks away, I thought this would be a good time to discuss map strategies. For those of you who haven't had the chance to play the original Battlefront online or haven't played since the original servers were shut down. So in these videos, we'll be taking a look at the layouts to each map and going over different strategies that you can take for each of the various factions. Jabba's Palace was actually a map that was added as a DLC map for the Xbox version. I don't know if it was a map that they had planned to put in the original game and just didn't have the time, so they put it in as DLC later. But it's a really fun and yet really frustrating map to play on. When you're playing as the Empire or the droids, you get the Keeper's Chambers, and playing as the clones and the Rebels, you had the Barracks. The droid repair bay, the throne room, and the prison are all neutral. That's not the biggest problem with this. So in the throne room, Jabba is of course there. Jabba's trapdoor is also there, which will drop you down into a pit that has an actual Rancor. And while it is easy to get away from it if you know it's there, if you're not expecting it and you don't know where the door is, you will get eaten. It can be a surprise the first fucking time it happens. The other frustrating thing about this map is that the Gamorrean Guards are a third faction that, like the Tusken Raiders, are hostile to all factions on the map. I don't remember if they can take command posts or not, but they can definitely kill your ass, and that's the more frustrating part, because they don't have guns. They have their giant little axe, and it is a one-hit kill on, I believe, every single class. So when playing as the Empire or the droids, I usually prefer to go towards the droid repair bay. The reason for this is because it puts you a little bit closer to the throne room, and I feel like you have less of a chance of getting attacked by Gamorrean guards. The downside to playing as either the droids or the Empire is that, as you can see, they're just lobbing grenades in here, and it's a very viable strategy when you're playing as the clones or the rebels, because the Empire starts out with the low ground, and both routes you take are going to have you going up a flight of stairs. Which flight of stairs is the ones you want to go up? Well, that's kind of your prerogative to pick. But I choose this one because of not only the... Well, oh my god, I can't believe we lived that. The lack of Gamorreans, but also this chamber is a little bit larger. So I feel like there's a higher chance of you being able to survive. This little hallway right here actually leads into the previous chamber that we came from. So if you destroy it, you could go this way to possibly get up here. It may be faster. You don't even have to destroy it. It's already destroyed for you. So if you were to do that, you can completely forego the droid repair room and go straight up to the throne room. This definitely is not the safest route to take, as I'm currently seeing here. What this does, though, is it gives you an option to attempt to fuck with the rebels quicker. But it's putting you in so much danger so fast, and you're by yourself. I don't know how much I really recommend this. You can kind of hold them at bay. If you got up here fast enough with enough troops, you could possibly, hold off them taking the throne room, or at least kind of make it take a little bit longer for them to take it. But this is one of those maps that it's just everything you do is so deadly because the map itself, the way it's set up, but then also those Gamorrean guards can come out of nowhere. And so playing like I'm playing right now to make this video, having your volume down is the stupidest thing you can do. When playing, once you have the the throne room, or once you're attempting to take the throne room, this is a nice little corner right here because it isn't directly in sight of the throne room, and it has both a health and an ammo droid. So as long as it doesn't get destroyed, it's a nice little place that you can kind of position yourself to attempt to take the throne room, or at the very least to just do as much damage as possible until somebody else can get up here and help you take it. And there's the grenade. Playing as the clones, there's two different strategies that you can take, but they both involve going straight for the throne room. Don't even bother going for the barracks because it's just not worth it. You do have to be careful to not draw the attention of the Gamorrean guards that will be up here. But once you have the throne room, you've got a huge tactical advantage. And then you can go towards the prisons. This is kind of a tactical situation as well because since it is down a spiral staircase, you can... Oh, shoot! You can kind of funnel them in down this hallway, and it's really difficult for them to get up to the command post this way. This is a little more dangerous, though, because, as you can see, there is a yellow dot somewhere around here, yellow triangle, meaning there is a Gamorrean guard nearby, and they aren't fun. They aren't fun to deal with. And they take a beating. They are rough. They are thick, and they are a pain in the ass. You also have to be careful because the Gamorrean guards can spawn out the fucking doors in this center chamber here, and so if you're not careful, you'll hear it, and then you'll just be hit in the face with an axe, and there's nothing that can be done about it. My preferred strategy is to go straight for the throne room, and once you've captured it, instead of going towards the prison, is going straight towards the droid repair bay. As you can see, the Gamorrean guards are actually taking the prison before either of our factions actually managed to get to it, while the droids are making a beeline straight for the repair bay, which makes sense because they're also droids. The downside to, or rather the upside to taking this one is that you've got this whole staircase here that kind of gives you some wiggle room, but also you can just kind of funnel your enemies through this doorway, and especially depending on, you know, what weapon you're using and how much ammo you have, you can really just control this part of the map and hold it down. They aren't able to get into it, and it... Oh, that's a droid. Or that was a droid. Okay. Whoa! This also makes it a bit easier, too, because I feel like once you've taken the droid repair bay, taking the keeper's chambers is a little bit easier. So this is definitely my preferred way of getting around this map when playing as the rebels and the clones. Again, it's all very strategic. Be very careful in this room right here, because as you just saw, that spawns Gamorrean guards, and they are far from your best friend. I would actually say the Gamorrean guards are even more of a pain in the ass to deal with than the actual enemy factions. I would rather deal with a Wookiee or a Droideka than dealing with these fat fucks. Now, if for some reason you do fall down into the Rancor pit, it's very easy to avoid getting grabbed by it. The Rancor himself doesn't actually move. There's a side chamber over here for some reason that has a health and ammo droid, but you're not ever going to really have a fight down here outside of maybe a stray Gamorrean guard or, you know, an enemy faction that falls down the pit. But even if they survive, it seems pretty pointless. You can go back here. There's actually a door, just like there was in the movie. This leads straight to the Keeper's area, which at the moment is an enemy-commanded command post. And it gives you an option to kind of sneak behind enemy lines and take it, but it's difficult. It's not a fun command post to take, and this is definitely not the angle that I want to try and take it at. And that's going to be it for our strategic map overview of Tatooine Jabba's Palace. Star Wars Battlefront Classic Collection comes out in just 2 weeks, so we hope to see you on the Battlefront.